this real quick. All right, just warming up, getting started on a lesson. Let me do one more thing. And this is the first time you hit balls since when?
Actually, like Friday, maybe.
Okay. But it was a while before that, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. No expectations, just warming up. Good.
What was your best round?
68. Yeah. I started off birdie, birdie, par, birdie, birdie. I thought I was going to shoot a 63 that day. I was like on fire. It felt great. It's like once in a lifetime thing. Good sequence. Nice and controlled. Still warming up. And when I went out there and shot that 68, I wasn't trying to shoot the 68. I didn't really fire at flags. I made putts. I hit the green. It was something that it came to me. You know, I didn't force it. My league partner a couple weeks ago, we played 9 holes indoor sim, and he had the worst driving range session beforehand. It was like he was wearing out the hosel, shank, 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 shank. He stopped hitting. I said, that's okay. Kerry Wood, when he threw his 20 strikeout game, he had the worst bullpen session of his life, and he struck out 20 people. So I said, I expect 2 under from you. He was 2 under going into 9, hit one out of bounds on the 9th hole at Pebble or 18th hole at Pebble and made a 6. But he still shot his best round. Yeah. You know, so I'm saying that, so when you go to your warm-up before tryouts, or, you know, the warm-up is a warm-up. The range is just warming up. Get in touch with routine there. Good. How's it feeling? Nice. Just knocking some rust off. Some good numbers here. Yeah. And it's sequence. You know, your lower body sequence is leading the downswing very nicely. Yeah. Nice. So stock 147 pitching wedge. Good. So we could see that the path is still just a little out the end, you know? So go to the top for a second. You know, we did this before, but it's been like 6 months or so since we've worked together. You know, once that lower body starts to uncoil back to the left, you know, we're trying to get into here. Yeah. Right? Now that's when you could start to release. Like when I see you make your practice swing, it's a little bit like this. You know, like you're rehearsing steep. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like, can I get down here? Right now, like how can I come over the top from there?
Yeah.
And you see how your elbow gets into there, and now you can start to sling it. You know, so rehearse it and then let that go. Good. Now forget about it. Hit that 9 at the 429 at the center part of the screen. Good. That's just your old timing. But that actually went further. That was your longest one of the day, and it had the most side spin to the left. All right, hit those palm trees to the right of the 429. Good. I like that. That's a better rehearsal there. Good. That away. Two more. Hold your finish. Chunky. Don't talk about my ex-wife like that. How dare you? Yeah. Very nice, Nick. Attaboy. Good. Now your path is 2.6 in to out as opposed to 3 out to in. Does that make sense? Yep. Same swing, all the clubs. Yeah. Still feet. Yeah, yeah. Nicely done. Hold finish. Pitching wedge, not a driver. Crispy. 150. Very nice. Good job. You want to switch clubs or you want to stick with this? Yeah, you want to go to 8, 7, something like that? Maybe 6, 7. Okay, we're going to do a little something here real quick. Okay. All right, I want you to hit the impact bag. Not hard. Okay, so we got a long PVC pipe here. Okay. Just take it up to the top. Take it up to the top. All right, how are you going to hit this PVC? How are you going to hit the bag here now? Good. Good. So same thing where it's got to hit the bag. It can't come over the bag. Yeah, that's it. All the way up and behind it. Hey! Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that thing could take a beating, huh? Good. Okay. All right, let it go. Same feelings. Hold finish. Good. Job, Nick. And we can't, you're going to hit a poor shot every now and again. Like, how do you respond to it mentally is really the most important thing out on the golf course, right? Yeah, love that. Like how you're interacting with that right pocket on that downswing. Hold finish. Yep. Second time hitting golf balls in 2026. Nicely done. Good sequence of the lower body. Getting behind it and lower body sequence. It's that simple. That's what those are swing thoughts out on the golf course. You could practice other stuff in the on deck circle. When you get in the batter's box, it's top and finish. It's tempo. Good. Now, how far can you hit this ball? Hold finish. How far can you hit it? That's better. So you're still going to rip, okay? You still have to rip. Don't feel it. Rip with balance. Same thing. See those palm trees out right? That's your starting point. Yeah. There you go. I want you to, when you're rehearsing at net par or here or whatever, like I want you to block this out. Okay, this doesn't exist. You're working out here. Conservative aim, aggressive swings. Almost. Okay, one more. I'll take a little breather. Nice. A+ there. Good. So slight breather. I'm going to give you 2 drills. Okay. You can do it if you want. Young man's got some stamina. Okay. So shallow bounce drill. Go to setup. Top. Get behind it. Get behind it more. Okay. Good. Let's do that again. Keep your right knee flexed. Let's see how deep that left shoulder can go. Good. But this is going to be, yeah. Show me that one more time. Just like a combination of those two. Okay, good. Okay, so now lower body leads, and I want to back here. Okay, don't break my plywood, but just give me like 3 bounces down there. Good. Good. And it's easy to be steep, so take it up. Take it to the top. It's easy to be steep when you're here. You know, when you're too much, that's like 60-70%. You know, so get behind the ball. There you go. Now you could transition that lower body and shallow it out. Good. Okay. 3 more. Target, hold, finish. That's an A+. 1.5 in to out. Okay, as opposed to like 2 out to in. Super shallow divot. Those are swing thoughts. Behind it in sequence. Attaboy. Thin to win. Good path there. And that's that's acceptable. You could shoot some good numbers there. Good. Loving the way that's coming through there. Good try. Hit a shitty ball. Okay, finish the takeaway, get all the way behind it, and then jump on it. There you go. The bow and arrow fires because the bow gets pulled all the way back. Now I want to see, let's go club across the shoulder here for a second. Okay, chest goes down in the setup. Good. Let's do that again and have your chin up a little bit more when you bend forward. Yeah, good. Just so you're creating a little bit more space there. Good. Yeah. See, now you're in your right heel a little bit more, right? I don't want you to get into here too soon. Okay. That will happen a little bit more from the top. Good. Back and back. Good. Little straighter. Good. That's it. Good. Now here's a mirror over here. Okay. Now get behind yourself. Yeah. And feel that get into that right heel. Good. Finish it all the way back. Good. Now you could jump. Okay. Let's hit 1 or 2 more. Full send, hold, finish. Not bad. Feeling some things. Good. Nice, Nick. Do you want to stick with that club or you want to switch clubs?
I haven't.
Narrow up just a little bit more. There you go. Good. Excellent. I like that a lot, buddy.
What is that?
You could go 5-wood, you could go driver, or something, or hybrid driver, something one of those. Nice. Okay, I want to do a couple before that with that same PVC. Don't put a hole in the bag. You don't have to smoke the bag. I just want to make sure that we're getting into the shallowness here. Good. Get behind it first. There you go. Good. Good. It will release. It will flip. Good. All the way behind it, left shoulder back. That was really good, Nick. Okay. Target, top, and finish. This is like when you start transitioning outside, this is where you do your reps, and then it's about routine. Start establishing routine so when you get out on a course and you're playing golf, the routine is the thing that's going to get you in the flow state. Pretty good 5-wood, 102 club speed. Good. Keep working the right side of the screen. Misread. Great strike, though. Really nice. 107 club speed, 146 ball speed. Pretty good 5-wood, 238 carry. Let me see can you get your chest down a little bit more at setup? Just drop that hand a little bit more. Good. Nice and soft on the grip pressure. Let it go. Yeah. Notice how that started a little further right. Okay. Just because the flatter the handle, the lower the handle, the more the ball's going to start to the right. So it's almost like you might not even have to work on shallowing. Look at your club path went from 2 and out to 5 and out. When you came in here, you were 2 across with the pitching wedge. It's way easier to be across with a 5-wood than a pitching wedge. So this is really nice stuff. Yeah, buddy. Did you watch any golf this weekend? Well, the guy that had a 4-shot lead going into 16 made back-to-back double bogeys. He's won the British Open before, Shane Lowry. He's never made 2 double bogeys in his life on the PGA Tour. Okay, so it happens to them. It happens to everybody. Okay. We're not trying to be perfect out there. We're aiming appropriately, swinging aggressively. Really nice, bud. I felt like we hit like 5+ golf balls in a row, which is not like golf, right? You know, so we're doing a lesson here. But when you go out on the range, we're not hitting 5 golf balls in a row on the course. So why are we doing it on a range? You know, get a drink. Go watch Tiger on the range, like on YouTube. The dude hits like 1 golf ball, comes back, texts some chicks, goes back and hits a couple more. Okay, so not Machine Gun Kelly here. Really nice. That'll land softly on the green. Good, one more. Yeah, just a little bit heavy, but that was actually your fastest club head speed, which is really nice because it looks effortless and balanced. You know, so look how many numbers there are. There's 24 numbers up here, so we could dive into all that. There's a lot of variables, is what I'm saying, and we're working on flat lies and indoor with zero weather. Okay, so if something goes astray, it's like, okay, 10 seconds, I'm pissed, but then I'm over it. All right. That's really, I keep telling you this because this is where you're going to be able to take the step to be all conference. It's mental, keeping it together. Good. Now give me, instead of hitting another one, rehearse shallow, like give me a little, like a shallow bounce behind that right heel. You don't have to hit the ground, but yeah, good, good. Now let it go. Those right palm trees. Attaboy. Good job. Yeah, that was 109 club speed. No effort. Excellent rehearsal. Right? The rehearsal will set that muscle memory as opposed to thinking about to do it, right? On deck circle, batter's box. On deck circle, that's where the rehearsals and the shallow bounce drills or all that stuff takes place. Then when I'm in the batter's box, it's routine. Grip, aim, stance. You know, and then when I'm outside or when I'm just doing stock practice, you know, get accustomed to getting from behind the golf ball. You know, right. Yeah, that I rather see that. I want to see how well you could practice that instead of how many balls you could hit down the line. You know, how well can you and the routine doesn't have to be long. Like Scotty's not taking a long time when he's behind the ball with grip here, imagination, visualization, seeing the shot first. You got to see the shot first before you make your practice swing. Then you could walk up into it and be like, okay, I already did my lie assessment. Okay, then I could walk up to it and I already know what I'm doing, as opposed to taking my, you know, I'm 210, 4 hybrid. Okay, you know, no lie assessment, no wind assessment. Okay, where's the pin? You know, okay, okay, big dog. It's all the same. It feels a little more difficult with a longer club shaft. It's harder to shallow with a longer club shaft. But it's the same thing. I have to load the bow. I have to get the shoulder behind it. That right hip gets deep, but I'm not stacking onto my left. Yeah, I have some more. Not a bad miss hit. You're in the fairway. 113 club speed. And I'm also saying these other numbers so you have an idea that out of these 12 parameters, a couple of things went well. You're only 15 yards off. You're 10 yards offline there. Yeah. So it ended up 240, same as your 5 would. You know, nothing to pull your hair out about and to lose it. Good. Stay light in the grip, load up, sequence, and hold finish. Good job, Nick. You scheduled with me again in the future? Or just the only one right now?
I don't know.
Okay. No
My
problem.
dad does it all.
Yeah. He does it all, doesn't he? Good. Stay there. Let's see what happens here. Good. Okay, target. Stay light, hold finish. Good, so I moved your ball position. It was a little further, it was about left groin. Okay, I put it on left heel. Okay, same thing with the palm trees out to the right. Yeah, loving that. Yeah. Yeah, don't try. Just see your target and let it go. I don't want you to try, especially something like shallowing. That's not an energy producer. Okay? Create energy. We'll shallow because of sequence. We'll shallow in the on deck circle. Then let it go. That's why. That's better. Good. Let me see that chest get down a little bit more at setup position. Good. Soft arms. Handle is low. How low can you get the handle? Because the chest goes down farther. Chest drops the handle down. The chest drops the handle down. Good, good, good. That was your fastest club today. Second fastest. 111. Good. One more. Take a break. Chest drops down a little bit more. Good. Now send it. Show me 115 club speed with balance. Take it all the way back. Sequence. Yes. 266. Right? Then you have more time to create energy because you're getting behind it. Okay, little breather. Good. And then bottling that feeling. Not obviously it felt great off the face, but how did the body feel when I moved in that manner? Okay. Yeah, I bet. That's pretty textbook right there. Good 160 ball speed. Good path in and out. 1.3 on the up. Good. Can I see that club for a second? Yeah. And you're hitting a regular flex shaft.
Is that bad?
A world long drive champion uses a senior flex. So it's not the end of the world, but they know how to bow it or to load it and stuff like that. I'm just letting you know that some of these numbers might be a little askew because of the shaft. But if you're able to do this is all conference. You know, you with this. But this is not a realistic expectation of if I play 9 holes, I'm going to do this 7 times. You're not going to hit 7 out of 7 fairways. You might, if you do. All right, it's amazing, but don't expect that. Okay, expect you're going to miss a fairway. We're not going to try to miss fairways, but if it happens, it happens. Good. Chest drops down. Work the right side of the screen. Let's do 1 or 2 more.
Would you recommend me getting a different chest?
I would recommend you maybe getting fit for one, but if you could do that, yeah. Now we're getting it. 269. Good job. 1.5 smash factor. Can't get better than that. And see, like when I see some of these numbers, the reason why I was talking about the shaft is that this backspin number is still a little high. And that's probably not because of you, because you're hitting up on the ball. When you hit up on the ball, you decrease your backspin. When you decrease your backspin, you increase your carry. Okay, like a wedge is going to spin more because you're hitting down on it, right? So it falls out of the air sooner. But ideally, this number is sub 2,500. Wesley Bryant, like he went 1776. That's his ideal number. Some of that's funny, but it's also true. He could hit the ball farther than George because his spin rate. Okay, and that could be shaft as well. But you're also not on tour. That's a Callaway, right? Yeah. You know, Callaway isn't knocking on the door right now and saying, "Hey, Nick, Here's a brand new quad or whatever. Good. Chest down. One more. Hold finish. Yeah. Not bad though. Like if that happened, everybody in your group is going to be impressed with that.
Yeah, I mean, so.
You know, and it's like, yeah, you're like, oh, I mishit that a little bit, but you hit the fairway. What is the name of the game? Is the name of the game, or right? Is it like, hey, is it on the scorecard saying, hey, did you hit it in the center of the face on this hole? You know, they're not asking you that, so don't rely on that as a mental crutch. All right, last one. All right, bud. Let's take a break. We'll end on that one.